Welcome to Unique Wiki.
What if you could learn the future of money just by listening to a whisper in the wind? Imagine a day when your phone could read the hidden patterns in the market and whisper which stocks will climb and which will fall, weeks ahead of everyone else. The wind of speculation is loud and noisy, but a quiet voice. The Market-Muse Oracle promises to bring silence. What if a simple call to the Oracle could turn a tired cashier into a wealthy trader without risking a single penny? Lina, 30, lives in a small apartment on Maple Street. She works nights at a bookstore and mornings in a coffee shop. Bills stack up like unpaid homework, and the bank account shows more zeros than digits. She feels trapped by the endless loop of selling books and making espresso. The world seems to move forward faster than she can keep up. Her friend Maya once told her, what if there was a way to make money without working? Lina laughed, but deep inside she dreamed of a different future. One rainy evening, while scrolling through a forum for investors, Lina stumbles on a cryptic post titled The Market-Muse Oracle. The post claims that the Oracle can predict market trends weeks ahead, but its data stream shows strange anomalies. It seems to read from a future snapshot, not just analyze the past. The post ends with a question: do you dare listen? Lina's curiosity lights up like a spark. She decides to dig deeper. The next morning she hides a borrowed laptop in a backpack and heads to a quiet library. The librarian, an old man named Eli, recognizes Lina's excitement. He says, people look for shortcuts, but the real treasure is understanding. Let's see what this oracle offers. Eli introduces Lina to a mysterious online persona called Arya, who claims to be a former analyst. Arya explains that the oracle uses an algorithm so complex it almost feels like magic, but its anomalies hint at something more, a backdoor that could alter the feed. Eli hands Lina a faded notebook filled with old financial theories. Listen, he says. These are not just equations. They are maps of the market's heart. Lina spends nights poring over the notes, learning to spot patterns that others miss. She discovers a small code that, when input into the oracle, shows a single stock that will rise 50 in the next month. Her heart pounds. She buys a handful of shares, her account balance growing like a plant after rain. The first small win feels almost like a dream. Lina tests the oracle with other stocks and sees results again. Sometimes bigger, sometimes smaller, but always right. Money flows into her account, and she begins to feel a lightness she has never known. Friends start to ask her for advice, and she shares the secret. The oracle's voice sounds like a gentle wind, guiding her hand. But the more she uses it, the more she notices subtle distortions. Data from one day seems to repeat from another, as if the future is bleeding into the past. One evening while sipping tea, Lina receives a message from Arya. The backdoor is a real thing, she writes. Someone, maybe a hedge fund, could alter the oracle's data to manipulate the market. If they can control the fee, they can make everyone else lose. Lina feels a chill. She wonders, is this a gift or a trap? Her joy turns into unease. Lina confides in Eli. He whispers, there is always a cost. He tells her about a shadowy hedge fund called Orion that has been rumored to use artificial intelligence to sway markets. Lina wonders if Orion could be behind the anomalies she sees. She decides to investigate, hoping to expose the truth before it is too late. She digs into Orion's public filings and finds a hidden partnership with a data company. The data stream, she discovers, has a backdoor that can rewrite the oracle's predictions. If Orion writes the future, everyone else follows. Lina faces a terrible choice: expose Orion and risk everyone's money, or keep trading and become part of a system that could collapse society. Her moral compass spins like a top in the wind. The climax arrives one stormy night. Lina hacks into the oracle's feed and sees Orion's code in the backdoor. She records everything and plans to publish it. But a call comes from a shadowy figure. Stop, Lina. Your actions could destabilize the world. We offer you a partnership. Lina's throat tightens. She sees a small apartment in the background, the books on her shelf, and the coffee shop where she worked. She realizes that the oracle is not just a tool, it's a mirror of human greed. In the end, Lina chooses silence. She deletes her evidence, keeps the oracle's secrets, and continues to trade. Her account grows, but she feels hollow. The market moves, and with it, society's trust shivers like a candle flame. The hedge fund Orion quietly gains power, unseen by most. Lina watches as the world becomes more predictable, yet also more fragile. She knows she has chosen a path that may benefit a few while risking the many. The oracle's voice is still there, whispering, "What if?" And she wonders if she could ever say no. The story closes with Lina standing outside the bookstore at dawn, the city lights flickering like distant stars. She thinks about what it means to have the future in your hands. Money can make life easier, but it can also make hearts heavier. The market, once a chaotic storm, now feels like a quiet river, steady yet uncharted. Lina whispers to the wind, "What if we use this power to help everyone, not just ourselves?" The wind answers with a soft sigh, and the story ends, leaving the listener to wonder whether control over money is a gift or a curse, and what true purpose lies beyond the numbers.
Found this interesting? Subscribe to the channel. Give this video a like, share it out, and drop your questions or ideas in the comments. Until our next adventure.